Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chandler, the Geek Slays. Welcome back to Sports at Sunup. It's been 10 years. We're still in quarantine. I don't think we're ever going to get to see the outside world again.
No.
Or sports or sports. I think the world's over.
I don't think we'll see sports again, unfortunately, at least until I don't know.
Nah, I think it's starting up soon. Well,
I don't
but not
I
with
don't know.
fans in the stands. So is it really seeing sports?
Yeah.
Fans make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to do our breakdown of the draft. I think we'll just kind of go over the first round picks and then talk about anything else that was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna pull up just for memory's sake
yeah, I got one up too.
the actual first round. I know the first couple, but
Number
also
one,
which
Joe
one
Burrow.
Yeah.
Pretty expected. The Ohio kid stays in Ohio. I know I thought Joe Burrow would go one overall, but in our mock draft, I had the Dolphins trading up to take him. That didn't happen.
I had Justin Herbert going number one overall, and
that didn't happen either.
So,
but nothing to say there. Like everybody pretty much knew that's what was gonna happen. Even if we had our ideas, like this could be more fun, this was gonna happen.
Yep.
And
Redskins
number 2,
taking Chase Young, defensive end out of Ohio State. Again, expected.
Best player in the draft, and the first team that didn't need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Knew that's where he was going off the board.
Oh, yeah.
Easy pick. I mean, if the Bengals would have trusted the Red Rocket a little more, they probably go Chase Young. But I think they want a total reboot there in Cincy.
Mm-hmm.
Lions took Jeff Okudah.
Pretty expected.
I'm saying that right.
I expected them to take either Jeff Okudah or CJ Henderson, to be honest.
Yeah, I knew that. I was 99% sure they were going Okudah.
Yeah,
unless Chase Young fell to them. But
it was obvious they were going cornerback. I mean, after losing big play Slay, so I
think the only thing that would have changed it was if Chase Young fell to them because Miami traded up to take a quarterback or something.
Yeah,
that's the only way I could see it being any different.
Yep.
The Giants shockingly took Andrew Thomas.
I agree with the offensive line pick. I honestly thought the first offensive lineman off the board was going to be Tristan Wirfs out of Iowa. I really thought that's who was going to be first off the board, but obviously, I mean, then again, I don't know. I mean, maybe they were just looking for more size. I mean, Andrew Thomas is he's like 6'8", he's like 364, but I mean, the dude plays like he's 250. You know, like dude can move. So I mean,
it's not a bad pick. I just didn't expect it.
Not a bad pick, but
I
expected Tristan Wirfs to go first off the board there.
For sure.
Miami with Tua, that was obvious. I think everybody called that. Got a feel for old what's his name? Is it Ross? Is it the quarterback that was at Miami? Went from
fuck, what is his name? Why is it
he started
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen started in Arizona.
Dude, that poor guy's getting fucked up. Like,
in comes Kyler Murray, heads to Miami. In comes Tua.
I had him ranked as the best quarterback in that draft. I thought Josh Rosen would be the best quarterback in that draft class. And I think he still could be, but I don't know if he gets another shot anywhere.
Not as the starter.
Like, I don't even know if he ends up on a team. Because he's not going to remain in Miami.
I think he'll find soon. He'll find the spot. It definitely won't be that starting job,
which I think it should be. I think he's been in a really shitty situation since the first day in the league. Like, he went to Arizona where he got no weapons and the worst offensive line in football. And then, after a year, they take a different quarterback because their new coach likes somebody else. They ship you off to fucking Miami.
Where you go to die. Let's be real.
he hasn't truly had a shot, I don't think.
Yeah.
So,
like
I think maybe that's what the Patriots are waiting for. Everybody thought the Patriots wanted him earlier.
Yeah. Let's see. Number 6, Chargers with Justin Herbert. I knew I had him and Burrow flipped there. Obviously, I had them flipped. I knew either one. If whoever didn't go to the first was going to the Chargers because losing Phillip Rivers, all that kind of stuff. This was obvious.
Yeah, because Tua was going to Miami. No matter. I think no matter what. I think that's Miami's guy.
Yeah, that was their guy. That's who they wanted from the beginning.
And I think...
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think if they would have traded up to the number 1 overall pick, it wouldn't have been for Burrow. It would have been because they were scared somebody was going to try to jump him. And when they found out nobody was jumping him, they're like, we'll just sit then. It's fine.
Yeah.
Panthers took Derek Brown.
Well, and I mean, you got to think they just lost. Cowboys got him. It's really early.
Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy.
I was thinking about the wrong team. Dude, I'm so tired.
Like they just lost him. Obviously, they needed someone to come in and try and fill the role that he did. So
for sure. I don't have a lot to say about some of these picks, and other ones I have.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like Arizona with Isaiah Simmons.
Great pick. They need a lot of help on defense. So, good start.
Yeah.
But I also think they need offensive line help, and Tristan Wirfs was there. I don't think Simmons is a big enough difference maker to be the guy you take there when a guy like Wirfs is still on the...
Yeah. I think I don't know, because I thought, and we'll get to it later, but I thought the Raiders were going to go linebacker and they didn't. So
right.
But anyway, Jacksonville with CJ Henderson, I think that's a great pick.
I think it's a fine pick. I still think another team that should have went O-line. You got your young quarterback, and you've said multiple times now, Gardner Minshew is our guy. That's why you don't bring in Cam Newton. That's why you don't bring in Andy Dalton. That's why you don't bring in any of these free agent quarterbacks. That's why you ship Nick Foles out of town.
Yeah.
You know your offensive line is bad. Why aren't you helping there? I know you just traded away AJ Boye, and then prior to that you had traded off Jalen Ramsey. But it's like, your team's going to suck anyways. Get that cornerstone offensive line.
Yeah.
Like, get that guy if you have the chance.
Oh, but yeah, for sure.
I don't understand. I really don't understand the Cardinals or the Jaguars thinking there.
Yeah, who knows, man? Like, they obviously think they know something that most of us don't, which I'm sure they do, but
well, they know something, but again, it's just, I don't know. That's not what I would have done, but I guess maybe that's why I'm not a GM.
Yeah.
Then we had the Browns take Jedrick Wills, tackle out of Alabama.
Dude is honestly a crazy athlete. I think that was a good pick. Again, Tristan Wirfs on the board, but I think that was a good pick for the Browns.
Yeah, and that's what they needed. They needed offensive line help. What else do the Browns really need? Like, their defense is going to be fine. They got the guy at quarterback. They got receivers. They got Kareem Hunt and
I've been saying it for,
they're fine.
For the last 2 years. After they got this is coming from like I don't like Baker Mayfield, but the year they got Baker, they went and they got OBJ. They got some awesome players on defense. All this kind of stuff. I've been saying it since then. They get at least a decent offensive line. They're playoff contenders right off the bat. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
So whether you like Baker Mayfield or not like just like him in general is not important. I think anybody can watch him and be like, he's a good quarterback.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, there's a lot of guys, so it's like I fucking despise Ben Roethlisberger. That doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback. That just means I fucking hate the guy.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
And Baker's biggest problem has been his offensive line sucks. So instead of reading the defense, he's looking down like, am I about to die? And normally it's, yes, you are about to die. Then we have the Jets take Mekhi Becton, tackle out of Louisville.
Again, another team that needed offensive line help. Again, Tristan Wirfs still on the board, but we can't do anything about that. Raiders, again, I thought they were going linebacker. I really did.
I knew they were going receiver, but I'm shocked it was Henry Ruggs.
They came out and got Henry Ruggs out of Bama.
I figured it would be Jerry Jeudy.
I thought I saw Henry Ruggs going at least second round.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe they just saw. Dude must have had a hell of an interview for him. So.
Right.
Now we get to the guy.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay trading up.
One whole spot.
To get Tristan Wirfs.
Perfect pick for the Bucks. How do you let them do that? Really? How do you let them do that?
How do you let, in my opinion, how do you let the Bucks, who just got Brady, who now has Rob Gronkowski, they've been doing some crazy ass shit in the offseason, getting some of these crazy ass players you would never think would play for Tampa Bay. Go and get, and all they really need is just an offensive line. Go and get, in my opinion, the best offensive lineman in the draft. Give me 2 seconds, by the way. But
so it's you got to protect Brady, and that's what the Bucks did.
That's exactly what they did.
They did it easily. I don't fucking understand any of it. I don't understand why Tristan Wirfs was still there. I understand, though, that if he's there, Tampa Bay had to move up. They had to make sure nobody else could do it.
49ers going with defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, South Carolina.
Don't have a lot to say. They replaced DeForest Buckner.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Now Denver is the one who picks up Jerry Jeudy.
I mean, there's a lot of other needs Denver had: offensive line, defense. But
I think they were
the best receiver in the draft.
And I think they were trying to make the fans happy with the first pick.
I think you also have to think about a lot of teams play the board. Mm-hmm. You take the best player available.
Yep.
And the best receiver in the draft just fell to you. And
you got to take him.
Yeah, you have to. Mm-hmm. They did what they had to do. It's like, the Randy Moss pick. Randy fell to the Vikings. The Vikings had to.
Mm-hmm.
They had no excuse to not.
Yep.
We had the Falcons. They took A.J. Terrell, cornerback out of Clemson. Fine pick. Atlanta needs a lot of help. I don't think this sways them one way or another.
Yeah, no.
All right, I'm going to let you handle this one.
All right. All right. So I'll admit, when the Cowboys made this pick, I was a little upset. I'm not going to lie.
Kenneth Murray was on the board.
There was Trevon a few players.
Diggs.
Exactly. I was hoping we were going to go cornerback and get Trevon Diggs, which somehow, miraculously, obviously, he fell to us in the second round, and we got him, which made me not hate this pick so much. But CeeDee Lamb, I think the Cowboys' offense just got crazy good.
Yeah, and they set up the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, to be the best quarterback in the NFL. Fuck Dak Prescott. Get him out of there. You got Andy Dalton. The GOAT is in the building. Okay,
exactly.
On an actual serious note, how do you have a backup who's better than your starter?
I think there's going to be no issues. I think Dalton's going to come in there and get the spot right away. I'm just being real.
He should. I think Andy Dalton is a much better quarterback than people give him credit for. The Cincinnati Bengals, okay, talk shit about the Browns all you want. The Browns have indoor facilities. The Browns have scouts. The Browns have actual stuff. The coaches for Cincinnati are also their scouts. They have 2 actual scouts in their building. They do not have an indoor practice facility, and you play in Ohio.
Yep.
The Bengals are a train wreck. Andy Dalton just went from the worst looking team in the NFL to the best. Jerry treats his players.
2 of the top 5 players, in my eyes, played for the Bengals, and they could not get the fuck out of there. Right. One of them finally fucking got out. I'm so hoping AJ Green somehow gets his way out of Cincinnati. It's not going to happen. AJ. I don't care where he goes, but he needs to get out of Cincy if he wants a ring. And I hate saying that because, like, my NFC team's the Cowboys. My AFC team is the Bengals. I hate saying that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Sorry, I just trashed your team.
No, dude, I don't care. They had a dude that vouched to live on the roof of his house until the Bengals won a game. They didn't win their first game until week 14. The Bengals are trash.
The Bengals benched Andy Dalton on his goddamn birthday.
Like,
for no reason. Other than we want to figure out if Jeff Driscoll's any good. I can tell you he's not.
Andy Dalton is about to come out and just fucking surprise everybody. Like, y'all called me trash for so long. I'm about to show y'all.
I honestly think him and even Jerry are saying, let Dak sit out. We got our guy. If Dak wants to sit out for this contract, fine. Sit over there. So I'm not going to pay you. You know what's going to be hilarious is if that happens, Andy Dalton will ball out because so many weapons, the offensive line, it'll be great. He'll ball out, and then he'll get the big contract Dak wanted, and Dak will have to go sign somewhere else where nobody wants him.
And what's crazy is because like you said, you know, Cincinnati, like, the only players they had were Andy and AJ Green. Let's be real. I mean, they had plenty of defensive weapons. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
And then until recently, they had Joe Mixon. Not a big fan of him, but the dude can play.
And Tyler Boyd's not a bad number 2.
Yeah, but
he's never going to be the guy you want running as your best receiver.
You have a quarterback who has been trashed in the league since when he got there. Since what? He got there in 2010 or something like that.
I think it was 2011, the Christian Ponder draft.
Yeah, and
so I wanted Andy Dalton.
Dude has been trashed since he got there.
Yeah, and when he got there, 5 straight playoff appearances.
And he still put up numbers, and he has been trashed all the time. But now you got a dude who's been trashed for 9 or 10 years, getting to go to a team who, regardless of what you think of the Cowboys, they have arguably one of the best offensive linemen when they are healthy. Now you have. I'm sorry. I think the Cowboys just got the best has the best offensive as far as player and positional wise. I think we now whether or not it's going to prove anything, I don't know. But you have a guy who's been trashed for 9 or 10 years coming into a situation that he's being put in now. I think, like you just said, he's about to ball out and show everybody how fucking wrong they were about him.
That's why I'm so excited to figure out where Cam Newton's going to go too.
I've been wondering that because I was also thinking that
I don't know where he fits.
Well, see, that's the thing is I had no idea that we were. I can't say that I didn't see Cincy letting Dalton go. However, him coming to Dallas, I had no clue.
No,
I that's not the move I saw. I
figured he was going to Jacksonville.
I saw Dalton go into Jacksonville being one
because of Jay Gruden,
or I saw him somehow, some way ending up in New England.
Oh yeah,
I saw Cam Newton coming to Dallas. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, I thought that's what was going to happen. because
I'm still very on edge. Like, I don't know where Cam can go and be a starter. And I think he deserves to be a starter.
Yet. That's the thing. Is like the dude deserves, regardless if he's starting or not. The dude should have been signed like the day
he's also already said, I will take a backup job. Why isn't anyone offering him one?
Yeah. Well, like I said, my opinion.
Well, I think it's also money because he's
an
MVP. Like he's not gonna sign for the vet min. He's an MVP who, I think is a top 15 quarterback in the league easily.
Yeah. Well, and the Patriots, obviously, I'm still under the impression that they're going to tank this year and get Trevor Lawrence in the draft next year.
Right, and even if they wanted Cam, they have no fucking money.
Yeah.
The Patriots have, at this point, maybe one of the worst rosters in the NFL, and they don't have money. That's a rough place to be.
I mean, unless... I'm trying to think because, like, quarterback... I'm trying to think of first and second string quarterback in the draft. You got Andy Dalton and Dak. Regardless, I'm just gonna go ahead and say Andy Dalton's gonna be is gonna be number one. I'm just calling that right now.
The Redskins?
To be honest, I think Alex Smith is
Dwayne Haskins. Fuck! I forgot Alex Smith existed.
I think Alex Smith is gonna have a comeback year, man. I really do.
Gets to play.
I hope he does. Like, that's a hell of an injury to come back from. If he does, I hope. I've been
thinking Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh could be okay. So they have Rudolph.
Big Ben will inevitably get injured.
Yeah, and I mean you have Rudolph, but
but who fucking cares? Cam's Cam,
and Rudolph is
okay. Let's move on before we.
Yep.
We've rambled about this pick for 10 minutes.
Miami, Austin Jackson, offensive tackle. Again, I think another team that needed offensive line.
Another one where I thought it was kind of a reach, though, that specific guy. There's a guy who went in the second round, or did he fall to the third round? I can't remember.
They could have probably took him in the second round, honestly.
Yeah. But it's
because I don't think
you got your young quarterback, though. You got to reach up and protect your new guy. Then, my maybe second biggest surprise of the first round, just pure player wise, Raiders taking cornerback Damon Arnett from Ohio State. He was projected as a 4th round pick.
Yeah.
But it's the Raider surprise is the best thing about the draft. Because it used to be because of Al Davis, he just liked guys who were bigger, faster, stronger. And they just live up with that now. That's why Henry Ruggs is the first receiver off the board. Because he's fast. And that's why Damon Arnett goes here instead of Trayvon Diggs. Is because he's fast. That's it. That's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hate it. It's just you could have waited a bit.
Yeah. Jacksonville going Clavon Chaisson, outside linebacker of LSU. Don't really have any words there.
Offensive line here. What are the Jaguars fucking doing?
Yeah, no words there, honestly. I couldn't tell you.
Is the biggest surprise pick of the night, though. Well, no, there's one that's even worse, and you know exactly what I'm thinking. But this one is the biggest reach. Why the fuck is this guy here? Jalen Reagor, wide receiver.
Because the Cowboys took CD Ram, and the Cowboys did to the Philly what Philly did to us like 2 years ago.
Justin Jefferson's still on the board. You got some other receivers that went in the second round who should have been way above Reagor. I don't know what the plan was there, but the Eagles fucked that up.
Yeah.
You didn't improve your receiving core. Maybe I'll be wrong, but there's a lot of guys you could have taken right there that would have been better for your team.
Yep. Minnesota.
I'm taking over this one. Get the fuck out of here. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver at LSU. Who do you know what number he's gonna wear? He already announced it. 14.
14.
He didn't even let that jersey get cold before he put it on. I respect it.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe I shouldn't, but man,
it's like CD taking 88, man.
well, yeah, but nobody was wearing it 2 weeks before the draft.
Yeah, true.
Literally, this is the most hilarious part about this. He got picked with the pick that we got for Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. But I don't mind it. I still think we should have went offensive line. But
yeah,
because again, Kirk Cousins is one of those guys. He doesn't need great receivers because he's accurate. Like a guy like Cam Newton needs better receivers. Cam's great, but he's not the most accurate guy. You know, Drew Brees, Baker Mayfield, Brady, Rodgers, Wilson. These guys can almost run with anybody because they just put it right where it needs to be. Yeah. So it's whatever. And we had the Chargers taking Kenneth Murray, linebacker out of Oklahoma.
Great pick.
Chargers had a great day one.
I think the Chargers had top 5 draft.
Oh yeah.
Chargers had a good draft. Saints went with center guard Cesar Ruiz, which looking at it now, I know why. I see why they did it. They let go of Larry Warford, who was a big guard for him.
Well, also it's Max Unger who was their center. He retired.
Yeah, that too. So they made a good decision there. 49ers going wide receiver. I'm not going to try and pronounce that dude's last name.
Ayuk, I think. Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was just kind of a let's just see what we can get kind of pick. I don't know if 49ers really needed any. I mean, realistically, did they really need a wide receiver though? I mean, looking at it,
just another guy. I mean, they're pretty stacked in most positions. Yeah. I think it's wild that they traded up for him.
Yeah.
I think that's the wild part. But okay, here is the dumbest motherfucking pick I have ever seen. The Packers took Jordan Love, QB out of Utah State. Jordan Love is not a bad player. That's not what I'm trying to say.
He's a great quarterback.
But Green Bay traded up to take a quarterback. They have Aaron Rodgers on their goddamn team, who has another 4 years on his contract. He also just led them to the NFC Championship game. You took the only player in this draft that pissed off Aaron Rodgers. You are going to have another Brett Favre situation where Aaron Rodgers is going to, at some point, leave and go play for somewhere so he can beat you. Because
who knows?
Okay, you played in the NFC Championship game and you gave up 287 rushing yards. 180 of it was before contact. And you think what's going to help your team improve is to get a shitty ass backup quarterback who's not going to play? Not shitty, that's rude, but he's not going to play for 4 fucking years. Yeah. Like, his contract will be up and he couldn't go somewhere else. What is the goddamn point?
Yeah.
Unless you are planning to ship off Aaron Rodgers.
It's either one of the... I have 3 theories about this. A, they're planning to get rid of Aaron. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know why they're going to do it, but they're going to do it. B, Aaron has discussed of possibly just retiring.
Well, he said he's going to play out his contract, and then we'll see.
Yeah.
So.
C, all the rumors and all that about people absolutely apparently there's a lot of people that just can't fucking stand Aaron Rodgers in the organization. Apparently there's a lot. So I don't know.
Well, all right. You know what? Here, I'll propose a trade for Rick Spielman. I'll act on his behalf. You know, Green Bay will go ahead and give you Kirk Cousins 2 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers. Kirk's making less money. He's also on a shorter deal. He's on a 2-year deal. So you can get rid of him sooner. Less money. Good mentor for the young guy. You know, you can sit Jordan Love for a couple years, but not for as long. And he can learn from somebody good. We'll just take Aaron, go win 3 Super Bowls in a row, and you guys can stay in the gutter where you fucking belong.
Yeah.
I like that deal. I want to see another Packers legend come to Minnesota and lead us to be so much better than them because they're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
That's the answer. That's the dumbest pick I saw. Like, I hate the Packers. I'm a Vikings fan. I can't stand the Packers. I'm mad about this pick.
Yeah,
because it's so bad.
I still can't figure out what they're trying to do.
It was also funny. The Packers said, we were worried the Colts were going to trade up and take him because he's the number one guy on our board. The Colts GM straight up came out and was like, yeah, we weren't looking at drafting anybody unless, one of our top two guys fell. And he said, and that was Justin Herbert and Tua. So it's like, they didn't want him. They didn't fucking want him.
Yep.
You're straight up lying to people because why not? Okay. Go ahead and handle them.
Seattle taking a linebacker.
Jordan Brooks, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to say about the pick.
We got the Ravens taking a linebacker, Patrick Queen out of LSU.
Yeah,
replacing CJ Mosley.
Yeah, which I think that'll be a decent pick for him. Tennessee taking Isaiah Wilson, tackle out of Georgia. Again, they just lost. Oh, what's his name to Cleveland? So they needed the right tackle. So good pick.
Right.
Dolphins going cornerback for their third pick in the first round.
Noah Ig. I
don't know. I feel like
if the Dolphins take Trayvon Diggs right there, we're talking about them having the best draft out of anyone.
Yeah.
Easily.
So I don't know.
I don't hate the pick, but also I think the reason they don't do that is they have the two highest paid players on their roster are corners, Byron Jones and that other guy.
And I know it's a first round pick, so obviously they're going to pay the dude, but I think if you take a guy like Diggs, I think you're going to have to pay him more than you're going to pay anybody, like a lot of people. So
right.
I think that's kind of the way they were thinking about it too. They're like, yeah, let's take this guy who's still good, but maybe we don't have to pay as much. He's not as good as he could be, kind of thing like that. So I don't know.
Right.
Minnesota, they went cornerback. Jeff Gladney, good player.
I like that pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
I don't think we could have taken Diggs.
No. Not after.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is another huge surprise. Chiefs took Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I saw Kansas City going running back.
I thought it would be Jonathan Taylor.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I didn't see them going with this dude.
So Andy Reid talked about this dude and said he was sent tape, and the scout that sent him the tape said, this guy looks like Brian Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy Reid said, no, he's better than Brian Westbrook. So he saw one of his former players as the comp and thought this guy was a better version of that. So that, I get it. I just don't.
Who knows? Maybe he'll come out and just have one of those, like, what the fuck kind of years.
Right.
Like,
I'm going to quickly go over a couple things in the second round, and then,
just go over a couple of the main guys.
T. Higgins, wide receiver out of Clemson, went to the Bengals. So another weapon.
Yep.
Then another running back went ahead of Jonathan Taylor. DeAndre Swift out of Georgia went to the Lions.
Which, good running back. Don't get me wrong.
Jonathan Taylor, though.
I think a lot of people
Barkley type numbers.
Well, the reason I think the only thing I can think of for Taylor falling so low is because of some of the fumbles that he had over the last season. Which, don't get me wrong, dude still put up crazy numbers, but that's the only thing I can think of that would have caused him to drop so low, is just some of the fumbles.
Well, that, and then he played in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They're known for having great offensive lines. So
Yes.
it's partially, his stats are adjusted. He finally goes the 9th pick in the second round of the Colts. Great pick for the Colts. I mean,
yep.
Getting him there, it makes so much sense. Here's one that makes no sense. The Bears, they finally got a pick, took Cole Kmet, tight end, Notre Dame. He is now the 10th tight end on their roster. The fuck are you doing, man? Holy shit.
The Bears. They're going to do what they're going to do.
The Bears. Cowboys got Diggs. That's a big one.
I love that pick.
I'm sure you do.
Philly.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
I think this one makes more sense than the Packers one. It's not about having no faith in Carson Wentz. It's about having no faith in Carson Wentz's knees.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting a guy who's going to be a good backup. And who can also run the Taysom Hill role. Just be a guy. Be a playmaker for this team. I think that pick makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Minnesota finally went.
Ezra Cleveland. Line. Not a terrible pick.
I can't say I know a whole lot about him, to be honest. I mean, I watched
a little bit,
but I don't know a whole lot about him. Not gonna lie.
I gotta throw this one up. Oh yeah.
The Jets, dude put up a 4.2 40 in the combine, so good for them. They got a speedy fuck.
So I gotta throw this one out there because Wyoming guy. 3rd round, first pick of the 3rd round, Logan Wilson, linebacker out of Wyoming, goes to the Bengals.
Yep.
I just have to throw that out there. I know nothing about the kid. I just wanted to throw it out there because another Wyoming guy got drafted. That doesn't happen a lot. So the big 2nd round pick that I want to talk about. Oh, we also missed a 2nd round pick. I think the Packers, the 2nd or 3rd round. Yeah, Packers took AJ Dillon
in the 2nd.
Yeah, with the 30th pick in the 2nd round,
62nd
pick overall. Problem? In this draft, the Packers have not addressed a need. They added a quarterback. Well, they had Aaron Rodgers, who's top 5. In my opinion,
they needed receivers, is what they fucking needed.
And then they take a running back. Well, who's the 2nd best player on their team? Their running back? What the fuck? They're so bad, man. They're not good. Okay. But the biggest fall of the night, or the draft for any player, was Josh Jones going to the Arizona Cardinals in the 3rd round. Everybody had him projected as a 1st round pick, and he fucking slid. And I was honestly hoping he'd slide a little farther, so Minnesota could trade up and take him.
Yeah.
And then I think there's one more dumb thing to talk about, and then I think we're mostly done. But the goddamn Raiders. So their first 3 draft picks were wide receivers.
Yeah.
Why? Well, I guess 3 out of their first 4 because Damon Arnett. But still.
I really thought they were going to go linebacker, and they didn't. So I don't know.
Understand. Oh, and Antoine Winfield Jr. went to the fucking Bucks.
Yeah.
That day. He went a lot earlier than I expected.
Yeah.
I was thinking he'd go like late 2nd, early 3rd round. Instead, he goes early 2nd round. And good for them. They got a great player. Another one I'm sad about. I think I also would have been sad, though, because Minnesota wouldn't have went offensive line until late 3rd round.
I think
rough.
I think Tampa Bay is going to be a force to be reckoned with, unfortunately.
Well, the schedule just got released. We also have to look at the last 7 games of the season for them. They either play in Tampa or in a dome. Coldest game of their season is going to be in Carolina.
Yeah,
in like November.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Brady got all the breaks. And I mean, it's fine. But Tampa's going to go in, and I want to see it. I think we should probably wrap this up there.
Sounds good.
Unless you got anything else to do the saying?
I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything major that really happened. I haven't nothing really off season wise. I mean, other than the Andy Dalton thing. I mean, there's nothing really else that's really major that's happened. Unless Cam Newton has gotten signed in the last 35 minutes.
I feel like I would have got a bunch of alerts about that.
Which
I'm pretty sure he didn't.
Yeah.
That's not really how this goes.
Yeah.
News. Nope.
Yeah, I've been looking through. It's just the UFC stuff with no fans. So. All
right.
But
yes, we'll call it there. Thank y'all for watching. Catch you in the next one.
Peace. Bye, guys.